Hello everybody, my name is John. Welcome to another MLB Innings 23 video, and in today's video, I have to apologize if this video is going to be so late today. I woke up pretty sick over the last couple days after Thanksgiving came through. First off, I hope everybody here had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys got to spend some time with your families, and I hope that you guys had some good days off of work as well, like I did. I needed some days off really badly. My schedule is a mess, and I needed to spend some time away from the grind and the hustle of school and work, but anyway, with that being said, I ended up getting sick, so I was considering putting this video off until tomorrow, so eventually I decided I'd rather just get it out today for you guys because I don't want to keep you guys waiting, and I really just felt like I was feeling a little bit better, so this video is definitely going to be a little late. I do apologize, but just if you can hear my voice is just like, bleh. I've had to been just, drinking fluids and not to mention the fact that, like, after class, I just took some Benadryl and just went right to bed. So it was just a mess today. That stuff knocks me out. But let's get into the video, shall we? So today, we have a blue ticket. We have, obviously, our trainers. We've got some premium skill change tickets to go through. I still have not made a decision yet on Garrett Cole, whether I'm going to use him in my lineup. But I'm fairly certain that that's probably going to be something that I'm going to look for as soon as we're done with Sonny Gray. Essentially, that provides me with something that I can continue to work forward to, and then also it provides us with a serious upgrade, shall we eventually need one, which I believe we will, due to the fact that I will want to get James Paxton out of my lineup and then upgrade him as well. Last week was an interesting ranked finish for me. We will go take a look at ranked in a second. I can actually show you where I finished in ranked last week. I also had finally picked up data from ranked, so we can do that as well. I'm going to combine away some of my normals, which I neglected to do before the beginning of the video. Although, I will say this, yesterday after, guys know that every time you finish a game, like every day you finish a game, you get that free card. I got a free gold Domingo Germán from that. Could not believe it. I got a free gold from the game giving it to me. Let's do a vintage combo right off the bat, just to get rid of some of these players, just to get rid of some of them. We have a couple stars. Okay, cool. A gold is nice. We just have so many vintages. I don't know what to do with all these right now. The other option is we could just start hoarding the vintage player packs until we get a glut of them, and then just rip open all of them at once, essentially. We could do that. Once I do get my hands on a couple more vintage packs, stars I mean, sorry, not vintage packs. But that would probably be the cool thing to do. Might be the way to go, I'm not really sure. But for now, we are going to just continue doing it like this. I don't really have that many. I only got one from League this week, and I got the second one from my the Club Craft. So that was pretty helpful. We only got two, so it's not like we're going to be going too nuts with my vintage combos. Although I might have gotten an intermediate one. No? Okay, I did not get an intermediate one this week. We also have a SIG player pack from the club, from the craft, basically. And we'll see if we can pull a Yankee from there. So without further ado, let's begin. We got 86 premium player packs today, so we've got our work cut out for us. Hopefully we get a couple more diamonds. Still considering changing my location to pull players from at this point, because last week was a farce. Again, for like the 5th week in a row. Feels like we can't pull diamonds. So I am going to have to mute the mic every once in a while, because I will have to blow my nose, but I do apologize. So give me 1 second. My only concern is that I will mute the microphone and then forget to unmute it, and I will not be paying attention because I'll be looking at the video. So I'm hopeful that doesn't happen, but there's always a risk. Anyway, but with that being said, let's do our best, shall we? I'm going all the wrong menus. So I wanted to talk to you guys about Aaron Judge with guest hitter. So I reordered my lineup again at the behest of a couple people who thought it would be better for me to go back to the old way of my lineup, and I want to show you guys the lineup real quickly. So let's go to the battle lineup, shall we? Battle lineup. So I put Judge back in the leadoff spot with guest hitter. It's not ideal because it's not the position option for him, but I will take the diamond effects. And last week, he, as my leadoff hitter, with batting machine, led my team in home runs. He had 176 home runs last week, which just edged out Mickey Mantle. for the lead. I think Mickey Mantle hit about 166. Very surprising results, honestly, is that Babe Ruth finished, I believe, 4th on my team in home runs out of the 5 spot with a silver. So, I think it just speaks to how powerful trainers are. Powerful because they will make up for your deficiencies in your skills. And I believe that's why I finished last week at... where is it? Nope, I don't need that. I don't need you. Can I click this thing? No, is it this one? No, where is it? Bronze one? No, oh, there it is. It's just lagging. So last week I finished 273rd. So now I'm power ranking 321. So a good start. We're moving in the right direction, which is really funny because right now, if you go look at club for me right now, hold on a second. Let me pull this up for you guys real quick. I am... Hold on. Let's see. In terms of win, losses, draws, dead last. Dead last. Now, I will say this, is that I've just been winning. I've been losing a lot of close games in club this week. It has been really weird. Usually, I blow people out. I'll win like 20-2 and stuff like that, but I've been losing a lot of close games. A lot of late inning blow-ups for my closer, who in ranked has like a 1.5 ERA. And the only thing I can really think of is that ranked and club have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Like, they use different algorithms to process the data, and that, like, they are not equivalent. That's the only thing I can possibly think of in terms of ranked not making any sense. And I've said this a lot. I believe that my belief for this comes back to the beginning of when we had the issues of the mentor effects not applying in ranked. You guys remember that when we nerfed Charisma, people found out that Charisma was not necessarily being nerfed. You know what I mean? Like, when you had a Charisma, I believe it was Mentor 19, when you used 19 Mentor to nerf Charisma, it wasn't applying in ranked, but it was working in club, which leads me to believe that there is like an entirely different set of data working in each of the two systems. And so that way, they work independently from each other, and they're not really connected. Like, they use different methods to make deterministic outcomes of RNG based on stats and based on like stamina drain and based on a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't understand. But this is the end of my conspiracy theory. But I personally have seen a lot of evidence that would... Oops, I raised the volume on that one. This is just me personally and my opinions, and I think a lot of other people are starting to notice this too, that your club ranks may or may not translate to your ranked ranks. It doesn't really work. So, like, for instance, my team right now is absolutely suffering in club right now, but in ranked, I dominated. Like, I was basically top 200 for the whole week. And then, once I put gear on, I climbed back up the ranks I lost over the last couple of hours and overcame the red wall. It's very peculiar. It's almost like they just don't correlate. I think that's the word I'm looking for here. But that's just my conspiracy. Maybe you guys have seen something similar where your team will perform poorly in one or the other, and it doesn't make any sense because I'm using the same gear, the same drinks, the same lineup, the same gear, the same trainers. It's bizarre. It's almost like that it just does not compute, in my opinion. But that's my conspiracy theory. Obviously, club is a lot smaller sample size than ranked. Ranked last week, one of my pitchers, my ace, Luis Severino, also may have had a serious impact due to the fact that he basically pitched like top 700 in innings pitched. So I did get a lot more starts out of my starting pitcher. My batters played better than they usually do. So I believe, and my closer performed better than he usually does. So you could also make the argument and say that over the course of a larger sample size, it would make sense that I got very, very good draws out of the players that are actually really good in my lineup, and therefore that's why my team overperformed in ranked, as opposed to in club, when you have a small sample size and your team can't really throw your first starting pitcher out there a disproportionate number of times. you are kind of locked to a even distribution of your starting pitching. That's maybe what could be the issue here at play. So looking at this could also be a fallacy, and I guess I could buy that. Anyway, that's enough statistics for everybody. I think that nobody came here for a physics lecture or for a lecture on why I think there's a conspiracy here, but that's besides the point. Anyway, so Matt Cain. I didn't even realize I got a prime from the pack. That's me opening packs too quickly now at this point. But yeah, Judge performed exceptionally well, despite the fact that it did not have a position impact on him. And hopefully he will continue to perform this week. And the only reason I put it on him was, like I said in the last video, due to the fact that he has a high batting average, due to the fact that he has a batting machine. He does not strike out very often, so hopefully he will be able to absorb the higher strikeout rate that guest hitter provides, and also benefit more from the increased home run rates. As we've seen, he had a pretty nutty home run rate. Don't have the exact data, but I did take screenshots. Great week out of him. Great week out of everybody else. Absolutely wonderful. Hopefully, next week continues the trend. As I always like to say, I don't like to hang my hat on 1 week of data. It's always multiple weeks of data. It's like you do not want to make any kind of changes, rash decisions off of some potential... What's the word I'm looking for here? One potential irregularity, and you want more of a trend. The trend here is that I'm just not able to pull a diamond, which is seeming to be the trend for almost all of the videos we have had recently. Unfortunate. Well, let me open up my diamond packs and let me see if I can clear away some of these golds. Couple diamond packs. There was some news that just broke today. I remember in the last video I talked about the Cardinals. The Cardinals are going on a massive spending spree right now. I do not know why. For some reason they're going on a massive spending spree, but sure. We talked about they signed Lance Lynn. We talked they signed Kyle Gibson. They signed today Sonny Gray, 3 years, $75 million. For some reason, the Cardinals really want veteran starting pitching. I'm not saying having veteran starting pitching is a bad thing. I'm just saying that having your entire team be veteran starting pitching may not be the most ideal thing. I believe someone said that the average age of their starting pitchers is 35. Not what you want. Typically, you do want that. You want that ace to have be a bit younger. So who do we want here? I want the Gehrig, so I'm going to go for batter, even though I could take either one of the or. Okay, it's not a legend. Not a prime either. It's Arson Judge! Arson Judge. We are coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Arson Judge. I'm exceptionally excited about this. But, I mean, look, the Cardinals, if they know what they're doing, go for it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having veteran starting pitching. Having veterans is a good thing, but having your entire pitching staff be veterans, I don't know if I believe in that. I feel like that you're more inclined, you're going to get fewer innings out of them potentially. They're more prone to be injured. You never know. They have, everybody always hits that wall eventually. You can never beat Father Time. Everyone's going to hit that wall eventually where your stuff is going to be diminished in a league where spin rate is everything right now. And, pumping 100 is really the ideal that you want. That's what everybody wants out of their starting pitching, Everyone wants velocity. Velocity is sexy right now. So, I don't know. Is it going to work? Potentially. I mean, there is merit to the fact that if you have a starting pitching, if you have a pitcher that is going against the grain. So, like, for instance, I know when the Yankees always play Ryan Yarbrough, they cannot hit Ryan Yarbrough. Because for some reason, the Yankees are all tuned up to hit high-velocity pitchers. And even they don't even do that very well half the time, but I digress. But whenever they go play soft-toss lefty Ryan Yarbrough, who throws like an 86-mile-an-hour fastball and like a 78-mile-an-hour changeup, he just shuts them down. The rest of the league is fine against him. He has like a 60 ERA against everybody else. But we cannot hit soft-toss left-hand pitching. And it's always been that case. It's like you have people in the majors who are so tuned up to having seen high velocity constantly. you're ready to hit 100 miles an hour. So when the guy comes out of the bullpen, for instance, like Darren O'Day, and he's throwing 85 from a weird arm slot, you're just like, I don't know what to do with this. What is this? That was a fastball? I don't believe you. So, I don't know. That's my TED talk on why I think it could be bad and why I think it could be good. We'll see. Obviously, you know, I'm not the one being paid to make their decisions. It's been, obviously they have a plan. I don't tend to agree with the plan. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. I gotta mute my microphone again. I gotta blow my nose again. Please give me 1 second. I also saw Kenta Maeda win somewhere. I think he stayed in the American League. Was it the Tigers? Hold on a second. I want to just double check this real quick. Tigers, yeah, 2 years. Okay, interesting. Interesting. He would have been another good person that maybe the Cardinals would have been interested in. A veteran pitcher, essentially. Well, we shall see. I'm not going to kick the Cardinals while they're down. They have a plan. They're executing the plan. Very good for them to sign players. We'll see. Might be good. Last I checked, Busch Stadium is a neutral ballpark. I believe Sonny Gray had home run issues last year, so hopefully he will find a way to keep the home runs inside the ballpark, and we'll see how that goes. Best of luck to the Cardinals this year. Can't wait to see them. I know they're going to stymie the Yankees because we obviously cannot hit veteran starting pitching. Those crafty veterans, as they always like to call them. We shall see what happens with that. Give me the diamond. Give me the diamond. Kyle Lewis. Nice. Actually pulling diamonds right now. My goodness. It is a new day. Somebody asked me in the last video, they said, hey man, what year do you play currently? And I'm going to respond to them, but just in case they are still wondering, watching this video, I'm currently playing 2030 because I wanted to maximize my chance of getting the diamond trainers while also reducing the difficulty, because 2031 is a loss smorgasbord of losses. It is brutal. Like, you are essentially playing, because of the league difficulty bonuses that they have up in 2031, you are almost essentially playing a team full of Black Diamond Sigs in league. And let me tell you, they are good. They are really strong. It is not fun. So therefore, I dropped it back down to 2030. 2030 seems to be a nice buffer zone to kind of give you the best of both worlds. You have a good rate of boxes. You win most of the games you play. There's Roy Clemens. I'm going to save this Roger Clemens because I have neglected to save one for now. Does Mike Messina have a SIG? He does. I don't know if I have one, but I could save the Mike Messina later because I don't believe he's going anywhere. However, Clemens will be removed from the game at some point because of the historic player back. So we're going to save him for a rainy day in case we get a SIG change. You never know. You never know when a SIG change is going to fall out of the sky, and therefore I'm going to save him. Now, I'm fairly certain that I do have a Matt Cain already, so let me go combine him real quickly. Let me upgrade my original one. Whoops, did special training. That's not what I want. Nope. Upgrade, yes, that's what I want. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Matt Cain? Matt Cain? No? Do I really not have, it's a regular Darvish. I thought I already had a Matt Cain. Maybe the Matt Cain is on my bench. Could be on my bench. I moved a lot of my old primes, but I'm fairly certain I have had a Matt Cain for a long time now. Anyway, well, I'll figure that out later. It's okay. Anywho. So I'll save the Roy Clemens for another day, just in case they ever decide to drop another SIG change on us, which is probably going to be the safer way to do things. Always save your old cards. You never know when you're going to need them. I saved all my old cards for the longest time, and eventually they did release a sick change ticket. So you never know when you're going to find something beneficial that happens in the future. You know, be a hoarder. Be a hoarder in video games, okay? Save everything, because you never know when you're going to need it. Believe me. But just do not do this in real life, please. Get rid of things in real life. But in video games, you know, it's not costing you anything. You know, just save your things. You know, I've got my old cards. I have a prime card of a guy who's going in the Hall of Fame potentially next year. Oh, he's on the ballot. I don't think he's going in the Hall of Fame, though. We'll see. I want to see Bartolo Colon get in the Hall of Fame, but it's a little dicey because he served a suspension for testosterone. You never know, you know, and you never know how the voters are going to view that sort of thing until they actually do it. But I love Bartolo. I think it's a travesty, though. That's just me personally. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did put Andrew Miller back in the game now. So, for any Yankee decks out there, Andrew Miller is back in the game. There was a list of signatures that have been reintroduced to the game. I believe I saw Luke Gregerson is back in the game for anybody running an Astros deck. I want to double check and see if there's any other Yankees that got back in the game. I know Miller is back, but I just don't remember if there's any other ones. Let me see. Scroll up in this real quick. Not in the announcements channel. Yankees, just Andrew Miller. Tyler Clippard's back in the game. Billy Hamilton's back in the game. Alex Gordon, Ian Kennedy, Dallas Keuchel, Shane Green. Neil Walker is back in the game, I guess. Okay, interesting. Cody Allen, Scooter Gennett, Addison Reed, Drew Pomeranz. Who else? Mike Soroka. Drew Smiley's back in the game. Jared Giorco is back in the game. Nice, okay. So a lot of good people back in the game. A lot of people who have SIGs. I gotta blow my nose again. I apologize. Alright, I apologize, guys. So that'd be pretty funny if we pulled Andrew Miller out of the signature player pack. I know. In a cruel twist of fate, it could always happen. Oh, yeah, that's right. Scott Tolleson is back. Scott Tolleson for the Rangers is back. This has been a SIG that I've had a photo of from the East server for a long, long time now. That has been a really, really rare card. Like, almost as rare as Prince Fielder Texas Signature 15. Like, almost as rare as that. Like, that card is exceptionally difficult to find. So, you can now find him back in the game. And we can show you the SIG now. You know what's funny is, I'm fairly certain I did not turn on Do Not Disturb before I started recording this video. No, I did not. Hold on, let me turn on Do Not Disturb real quick. There we go. I just remembered, I'm just like, my Discord's on Do Not Disturb, but I didn't turn my phone on. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Not great. Kyle Gibson, brand new. Save that, save that, save that. We'll open those up. We'll save the 2 premium vintage player packs for later. And let's open the signature player pack. Let's see if we get Andrew Miller 15. That would be pretty funny. Or if we get another Andrew Miller, that'd be even funnier. Silver. Oh, Cody Allen. That's one that just got re-added back in the game. Nice. That's a brand. That one just got back into the game. That's what I just mentioned. The game is listening, but not quite to the way I would think it would be listening, but that's okay. Alright, let's go combine the rest of these dudes real quickly, and then let's get to the part of the video that everybody really cares about, which is me doing PSCTs, as well as me doing trainers, to see if we can actually improve our trainer situation, which is the fact that we cannot pull a diamond or get a good gold special trainer to save our lives. We are really waiting on... I have more diamond trainers than golds. I have more diamond spec trainers than golds. Like, it's crazy to me. I don't know why, but that's just exceptionally weird. Bad luck, I guess. I believe we have a premium trainer thing, which is probably going to be a silver. We all know how that works. And then we do have a 5 golds today, which is pretty good. That's a solid number of golds. I wish I could get more of them, but that's basically, I get about one per day farming league, which is pretty good for, I believe, 2030. Any higher, and I just basically won't get any reward boxes because I just never win games. Unfortunately, the unfortunate truth of life right there is the fact that it is very difficult to win league in 2031. Okay, we can pull one more combo, and then we are probably good to go. Give me one more diamond, and I'll do a 4 gold, 1 diamond combo, and then we'll be on our way. No, Max Scherzer. I used to run that Max Scherzer as a starting pitcher when I began this game in 2017. I had a Strasburg and a Scherzer. Okay. So, somebody in my club also told me about the potential of using my Diamond Wish player packs to grab non-team players and put them on my bench for crisis purposes. So instead of having a Posada on my bench who comes in pinch hits, I could have a DH catcher that comes in, and therefore he will not hit with my crisis batter. Could be a potential opportunity. I need to do some research on players, but the idea is to have your bench basically cover every single position, and therefore always have crisis active for every batter. This is something that we are currently testing. I got to do some research on my players to see if I can get primary and secondary positions. I don't want to give away all the secrets, but we are going to be doing that in a future video. I'll talk about it more if they feel comfortable with me sharing their secrets. Okay, so let's go and do Babe Ruth, and let's see if we can PSET our way to a bad ball hitter set on Ruth. Bad ball hitter, batter's chemistry, not quite, sir. Not great. Not gonna lie. Good to see a legend skill, unfortunately not quite one that was useful. Also, not good enough levels as well. Okay, let me go grab that PSET out of the inbox real quickly. And we'll go to Mr. the Babe, who I had to use an Immaculate Grid the other day. Although, actually, I didn't really do that. I gotta go blow my nose again. I will be right back while this goes. It took me 3 tries to unmute my microphone. Sometimes, hello? Yes, I like to get the previous skills. I clicked it twice, in fact. It's being a little laggy today. That's a fact. Spotlight, not good enough levels, even if it was a legend skill. Okay, last one. Okay, just a 1. Triple. Okay, I thought it was going to be triple ones. I was going to say. Oh, man. Sad. Okay. So we're out of there for now for today. I don't believe I have an ability to use these on Sunny Gray, right? I believe I'm still waiting on greens for Gray because it's just I cannot... Let's see. Yeah, no. I guess I could blue him. I want to ask a couple of my clubmates about that first, because I already... It's still dependent on whether or not I can change Britain. And I did hear that I believe blues and greens are going to be dropping this Thursday. That is the rumor around the club and everything, is that blues and greens could potentially be dropping Thursday. We shall see. I don't know for a fact yet, so... please don't come burn my house down if I'm wrong, but that's the rumor I'm hearing. People who are much smarter than I am at tracking these, the patterns of them releasing packages have given me this information. And no special trainers, again. And a silver, okay. What is the rate? What is the rate of pulling a special gold trainer? I would like to find this out. 20%. It is a 20% chance for you to get a gold special trainer from a gold trainer. And yet, I basically never get them, which is kind of crazy, if you ask me. Well, I will go over the golds in the time afterwards, after the video. I don't want to bore you guys with me basically comparing numbers, but that will be probably it for me for today's video. I need to go get some tea or something. I'm not really much of a tea drinker, but I feel like it will be helpful for me. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I apologize again, the video was late today. I did my best. Honestly, I just kind of relegated myself to saying it's either going to be tomorrow or it's going to be late. Unfortunately, I did the best that I could, but I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, I'm feeling a little bit better, and I will see you guys soon. Good luck with your packs, your combos, your pulls, and peace.